here we go. I got this tent maybe a week ago, I guess. And you never know when you're going to need one. I just brought it over here to the park, and I wanted to check it in some extreme conditions, like goose feces, and this place is loaded. This happens to be Snug Pack Scorpion 2. It comes really highly rated, and it's definitely affordable. As far as the first tent goes, I guess this might be it. You can probably spend the money twice and get a whole lot less. And in order to get better than this tent, I looked at Hellberg's, I looked at a couple others. Another good company is DD Tarp and Tent Company. They have some spectacular stuff. The technology here today is in the material itself is thin, it's waterproof. This tent, if you look on YouTube, you can see videos of the Snug Pack Scorpion 2 in snow, in rain, every single condition. So, and they only rate it as a 3-season tent, which is, I don't know why they do that. But they rate a Snug Pack Scorpion 2, say you could get, they're saying it's a 2-person tent. This one happens to be a setup known as Fly First, which for all our fans of the Fly, you'll know that you put the Fly up first, which allows you to get in out of the rain real quick, and then you set the inner tent up, the inner tent itself up, and you can set that up and dry. You can stow your gear in here. You can see that this has a really nice little vestibule out here. You can leave your shoes and socks and gear and all your stuff in this really neat little vestibule. This is part of the inner tent, so you have space between the inner tent and that. Gives you a little air cushion there. For the zippers seem to be good, and it says 2 people. You can actually fit 2 people in here. Better be good friends. There's net hangers, net baskets all over the side. You can put some gear in there. And I didn't bring my footprint down, my pad down, the base down for this. I didn't need to. I just wanted to make sure this whole thing went together and there were no manufacturing issues with it, and there aren't. So Snug Pack is, again, pretty darn good company, as far, in my opinion. I'm not Paul Bunyan. I'm not gonna appear on Alone anytime soon. And this, they give you a ton of tent stakes. The Y-beam tent stakes, aluminum tent poles, super light. They're shock corded together, and you can still guide this out. This is important, that you guide these vents out so that you're constantly getting ventilation and no condensation in there. You can see the tent poles are really nice aluminum anodized, stuff like that. So you have that vent there, you have that vent on each side, you have other tie downs here that I just didn't tie down. You could guy it out even more if you wanted to. Plus you have guys over here, so that in case the weather gets a little crazy, you can guide us out completely and be really secure in this. So for me, this was an extremely good deal on this. I rearranged some finances to get this, and it was well worth it. So I used I used 5 tent stakes on this. I used 5 tent stakes on this. And they give you a bunch more. I think they give you 13 total tent stakes, which is pretty generous. A lot of tent companies just give you the tent itself. And like I said, in order to get anything better than this, you're going to have to spend a bunch more. Now, if I wanted to reposition this tent, all I would have to do is just pull the tent stakes up, pick the tent up, and reorient it, because it's all done. Another thing that I haven't even seen anybody talk about this on YouTube or any of the reviews on this. On these, the anchor points for the tent, there's 2 holes in it. If you put the tent poles in that one, it brings the gap down to the ground. So if it's a lot colder, you would definitely put this around on all of them. I set it up like this so that there's plenty of ventilation getting under here. And I never saw that mentioned. It's just something I had to figure out. The company, a lot of the tie-down points on this are shock corded. I brought spare shock cord with me in case I wanted to, you know, make some custom stuff up. I will be going over some zipper pulls on this, putting some paracord zipper cords on here. You know, just a vanity thing, pride and ownership and all of that crap. So, and I imagine if you were facing dead into the wind, you would spin this around and give it the least smallest cross section. You can see how aerodynamic that would be, that the wind would just whip over there. So I got it facing the opposite way with the wind blowing in this way. And it was just to come here and set this up for the first time and have a little fun, because you got to get out, you got to practice some skills, you got to keep your mind busy. And this is just, for me, it's fun. People don't know these skills today. These are almost lost arts. Hopefully the guys that I know from years ago will remember hitchhiking to Florida with a tent. I had the tent, and they had the beverages. So we hitchhiked down in a lot less than this. This is just incredible, this tent. I would highly recommend this tent for, again, I've slept on the side of the hills and on the side of the Garden State Parkway in freezing cold with just a sleeping bag. And that was suffering. Eventually, you get tired enough, you just kind of pass out for a couple minutes and then get back up and keep traveling. So this is a vast improvement. Would I recommend this? Oh, hell yeah. This is very nice. And the one thing you didn't see is this unfolds and comes down and conceals it, covers this up. So now you got a really large vestibule in here. Very, very nice tent. No issues when I received it. No tears, no threads, no loose nothing. You can see that they have it gusseted. Supposedly, this company is the same company that the English military contracts with. So it's got to meet some kind of standards in order for the military to say, yeah, we'll take them, we'll take them. So I told you I might be doing a tarp, little tarp video. And I didn't do the tarp video. I will do that. I got a AquaQuest Safari 10 by 10. They call them 3 by 3s, 3 meters by 3 meters square. And that's just an absolute beautiful tarp. Super lightweight, silk nylon, which I will pitch that over the top of this. So this will never ever really see too much abuse. And I wanted to get this out here, get it in some heat, let the nylon breathe a little bit, let it stretch out a little bit, and do this little video. I mean, it's fun. So hopefully you enjoy. And this is just like ankle deep in goose feces here in Long Branch. So got a nice breeze going. No, I'm not moving into this. Not yet, at least. And for those of you that can't wait, it might be a while before I have to move into this. But in the sleep system I'm going to be using on this is MSS, military sleep system, Gore-Tex Bivy. The MSS sleep system is a 4-part sleep system. You got a stuff sack, you have the Gore-Tex Bivy, and you have 2 inner bags that you could use in any combination. You could use the light bag for warm temperatures just on its own with a pad. And pads that I can recommend, there's 3 companies that you might want to consider. Thermarest, that's supposedly the highest rated. Big Agnes, and oh geez, Cedar Summit makes some of the best. And you know, that's all a big money grab too. You're going to find a whole bunch of misleading and confusing information on them, so they want their money and they'll get it any way they can. So this is my little take on this. 2 people in here? Yeah, sure. No problem? Yeah, I guess no problem. Be nice. But for 1 person, definitely got the room to stow your gear, sit up, and relax a little bit after a hard day of foraging. So with that in mind, plus maybe I'll put some custom stuff on here. There's also a company that makes, I have lighting for this, LEDs that you would put inside of this, that it doesn't matter, you'll be able to see with these. It's called Luma Noodle, and you can pick those up on Amazon. They're LEDs, and you just run them into a power supply, a battery backup, like something from Anker. I have a bunch of Anker, A-N-K-E-R, the supplies. And I tell you what, that's another company that you should definitely, if you're looking for anything, the battery storage or anything, give Anker a look, because you're just not going to believe the quality and the customer service from them. No, I don't work from them. I just appreciate spending the money once, and the company's not trying to gouge you. So Snug Pack Scorpion 2 comes under that category. You can pick up a good MSS sleep system for around $180. You can get them used. You're kind of taking your chances used. The brand new is MSS military sleep system. It's the real thing. So, plus there's camp stoves and stuff like that that I may do a little video on. So hopefully this will be the good reviews to go along with the bad ones. So I want to thank every one of you for viewing. I really appreciate it. I really do. I'm just learning here. You can see the wind. You can see the wind whipping up over here. That tent is just 5 little tent stakes. That tent is there solid. So that, and I got a bunch more tent stakes I can put on there. So thank you again, folks, for the views. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Play nice, and play nice, folks.